Cazadoro.
Hey friends! Welcome back to the channel, your cozy corner for all things creative, crafty, and garden happy. Today, we're diving into some seriously fun and unexpected DIY projects that turn thrifted treasures and household cast-offs into whimsical garden art. From denim-clad scarecrows to glowing fairy lanterns, these upcycled ideas are perfect for adding charm and personality to your outdoor space, without breaking the bank. Whether you're a weekend gardener, a repurposing pro, or just looking for a fresh project to brighten your backyard, there's something here for you. So grab your glue gun, dig out those old odds and ends, and let's make something magical together. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a chance to turn trash into garden treasure. Let's get started. Transform your garden with a charming DIY denim scarecrow lady using items you likely have at home. Start by stuffing an old pair of jeans with straw or newspaper, securing the waist to a wooden stake. Next, choose a floral blouse to give her that sweet vintage garden granny look, and stuff it the same way. Stitch or pin the blouse to the jeans for stability. Top her off with a wide straw hat, then decorate with silk flowers tucked into pockets, sleeves, or even glued onto the hat. For added charm, use garden gloves for hands and draw a friendly face on a fabric scrap or pillowcase for the head. Place her proudly among your blooms. Your stylish scarecrow is ready to guard and flare. Create a whimsical bucket head birdwatcher to bring character to your garden with a playful DIY twist. Start by finding a metal bucket and painting on large, curious eyes and a bright beak. Use weatherproof paint for durability. Let it dry completely. Next, perch the bucket upside down on a sturdy pole or broomstick. Dress the pole in an old raincoat, buttoning it up for a snug fit to mimic a body. Add gloves for hands or even binoculars for a bird-watching touch. Secure the setup in your garden soil or a planter. Your quirky garden guard is now ready to keep watch, rain or shine, with plenty of personality. Give your garden a retro chic vibe with this DIY vinyl record garden clock. Start by finding a thrifted vinyl record. Look for one with a fun label. Clean the surface, then decorate with floral decoupage using cutouts from napkins or paper, sealing with Mod Podge. Once dry, use a small drill to create a center hole if it doesn't already have one. Insert old clock parts through the center, securing tightly at the back. Add clock hands and a battery pack, then test to ensure it ticks smoothly. Mount your finished clock on a garden wall or fence, and enjoy the blend of vintage charm and blooming creativity in your outdoor space. Create a sentimental breeze catcher with this DIY memory jar wind spinner. Gather clear recycled jars, small mason or spice jars work best, and fill each with tiny keepsakes like buttons, shells, old photos, or trinkets that spark joy. Seal the lids tightly, then attach strong twine or wire to the jar necks. Using a metal or wooden hoop as a frame, evenly space and tie the jars around the edge so they dangle freely. Hang the hoop from a swivel hook or rotating hanger to allow gentle spinning. Hang your creation from a tree branch or pergola, and let your memories twirl gracefully in the wind. Give new life to old lighting with a DIY stacked lamp base planter tower, perfect for adding vertical charm to your garden. Gather parts from broken lamps, bases, rods, and spacers work best, and stack them securely using their original screws or epoxy for extra hold. Arrange the pieces to create a totem-like structure with a stable base. Spray paint the tower in your favorite outdoor safe color for a polished look. Attach mini terracotta pots to each tier using wire or hose clamps, angling them slightly outward. Fill with soil and small plants or succulents. Set the tower in your garden or patio for a whimsical vertical garden centerpiece. Create a magical garden glow with this DIY solar lamp fairy light base. Start by finding a thrifted lamp base with a frosted or textured glass shade. Look for one that resembles an old lantern. Remove any electrical parts, then clean the inside thoroughly. Take a small solar light, remove its stake, and mount the solar top securely inside the lamp base using strong adhesive or by nesting it snugly. Make sure the panel remains exposed to sunlight. For extra charm, add a few tiny fairy lights or glitter inside the base before sealing. Place it along a path or in a flower bed, and let your fairy lantern softly glow each evening. Bring a touch of whimsy to your garden with a DIY chair plus mannequin plant lady. Start with an old chair, wooden or metal, and securely attach a mannequin torso to the seat using screws or heavy-duty adhesive. Dress the torso in a weather-friendly outfit or wrap it with burlap for a rustic look. Fill the seat and torso cavity with soil or moss, then plant trailing vines, flowers, or succulents around her shoulders, lap, and arms to create a lush, blooming figure. Add a sun hat or vintage accessories for extra flair. Place her in a cozy garden corner, and let your seated garden lady bloom with charm and personality. Add some glitzy flair to your garden with DIY sparkly high heel planters. Start by finding a pair of flashy, glittery high heels. Thrift stores are perfect for this. Drill small drainage holes in the soles to prevent water buildup. Line the inside with a bit of landscape fabric or coffee filters, then fill with potting soil. Plant moss roses or other low-maintenance, sun-loving blooms that can thrive in tight spaces. Gently water and place the heels in a sunny garden spot, on a patio, or even on a decorative shelf. These diva-style planters bring a fabulous twist to floral decor with a high-fashion touch. Transform old tires into a vibrant garden statement with DIY tire flower wall rings. Start by thoroughly cleaning each tire, then spray paint them in bright, cheerful colors. Think sunny yellows, bold reds, or fresh greens. Let the paint dry completely for a smooth finish. Securely mount the tires horizontally on an outdoor wall or fence using heavy-duty hooks or brackets. Inside each tire ring, place flower pots filled with your favorite blooms or trailing plants, nestling them snugly in the hollow space. Arrange multiple tires in a pattern or cluster to create a colorful floral mosaic that instantly livens up your garden wall. Create a charming DIY hanging tire bird station that invites feathered friends to your garden. Start by thoroughly cleaning a recycled tire, then spray paint it in a bright, weather-resistant color to make it pop. Once dry, secure sturdy ropes or chains evenly around the tire circumference to create a balanced hanging swing. In the center, attach a bird feeder, either by tying it with twine or suspending a small tray using additional cords. Hang your tire station from a strong tree branch or sturdy hook where birds can easily visit. Watch as your colorful garden swing becomes a lively, fluttering hotspot for local wildlife. Craft a charming DIY painted fabric block banner to brighten your garden or porch using thrifted sheets. Start by cutting the sheets into uniform squares or rectangles. Choose soft cotton or linen for easy painting. Arrange the fabric blocks into a patchwork pattern, then sketch simple garden scenes like flowers, bees, or watering cans on each piece using fabric paint or markers. Take your time hand painting, letting each block dry thoroughly before moving on. Once complete, sew or glue the blocks onto a sturdy ribbon or twine, spacing them evenly. Hang your whimsical banner across a fence, pergola, or doorway to add handmade charm and a splash of garden-inspired color. Add a crafty touch to your garden path with DIY stitch and plant flag stakes. Start by cutting small rectangles from floral printed fabric, cotton works great, and hem the edges to prevent fraying, either by hand or with a sewing machine. For extra charm, add simple embroidery or stitched details like leaves or flowers. Next, attach each fabric flag to a wooden stake using staples, small nails, or by sewing the fabric around the stake's top. Space the stakes evenly along your garden path or flower beds to create a colorful, whimsical walkway. These delicate flags flutter gently in the breeze, bringing a handmade vibe and cheerful flair to your outdoor space. Turn an old wooden photo frame into a stunning DIY vintage photo frame succulent board perfect for vertical gardening. Begin by removing any glass and backing from the frame. Attach a sturdy mesh or chicken wire tightly across the back to hold soil and plants. Line the back with landscaping fabric to prevent soil from falling out while allowing drainage. Fill the frame with succulent-friendly soil, packing it firmly into the mesh. Gently tuck in small succulent cuttings and tiny plants, arranging them artistically to cover the entire frame surface. Hang your living artwork on a sunny wall or fence, and enjoy a unique green focal point that blends vintage charm with fresh greenery. Create a personalized garden display with DIY collage frame plant tags using multi-photo frames. Start by selecting a frame with several openings, vintage or modern, both work well. For each slot, cut decorative cardstock or recycled paper to fit, then write or print plant names, gardening tips, or short garden-themed poetry. Add pressed or dried flowers alongside the text for a delicate, natural touch. Arrange the cards and flowers creatively within the frame, securing them with tape or glue if needed. Hang the collage near your garden beds or inside your potting shed to inspire and inform while adding a charming, handcrafted accent to your green space. Give your garden a quirky makeover with DIY painted heel birdhouses that double as funky art pieces. Start by choosing sturdy, old high heels. Chunky heels work best for stability. Clean and sand them lightly, then paint in bold, weather-resistant colors and patterns, adding fun details like polka dots or stripes. Once dry, drill drainage holes in the soles to keep the nest dry. Attach strong ropes or chains securely to the heels, creating loops for hanging. Find a tree branch with good shade and hang your colorful heels like whimsical nests. Watch birds curiously explore their new vibrant homes that add a pop of personality high above your garden floor. Light up your garden paths with a playful DIY garden boot light display using old rubber boots. Start by cleaning a pair of sturdy garden boots thoroughly. Insert solar garden light stakes inside each boot, making sure the solar panel sits exposed at the top to catch sunlight during the day. If needed, secure the stakes in place with rocks or soil inside the boots for stability. Arrange the boots along your garden walkway or patio edge, spacing them evenly for a charming glow after dusk. These quirky illuminated boots add both whimsy and function, guiding your way with eco-friendly solar-powered light. Give your garden a touch of vintage elegance with a DIY solar light upgrade using a brass lamp base. Start by hunting down an old brass floor lamp at a thrift store, then carefully remove all electrical wiring and bulbs. Find a solar garden light that fits the lamp's top or can be adapted. Secure it firmly where the original bulb used to sit, ensuring the solar panel faces upward for maximum sun exposure. Anchor the lamp base into a large recycled concrete block or heavy planter to keep it stable outdoors. Place your new solar-powered street lamp in a garden corner or along pathways, blending antique charm with eco-friendly illumination for a timeless, glowing statement piece. Create a dazzling garden centerpiece with a DIY mosaic pole lamp made from broken CDs. Start by finding a thrifted pole lamp, remove the lampshade and clean the surface thoroughly. Carefully break old CDs into small shiny pieces using scissors or by hand, wear gloves. Begin gluing the reflective shards onto the lamp pole in a mosaic pattern, covering the entire surface or creating shimmering designs. Once dry, seal the entire pole with a clear outdoor resin to protect the mosaic from weather and give it a glossy finish. Place your sparkling pole lamp in the garden where sunlight can catch the reflective pieces, turning your space into a shimmering wonderland by day and night. Bring a playful touch to your garden with a DIY painted tire turtle planter that's both fun and eco-friendly. Start by thoroughly cleaning an old tire, then repaint it bright green with outdoor spray paint to mimic a turtle's shell. Find 4 thrifted plastic balls, like old playground balls or sports balls, to use as sturdy feet, and attach them securely under the tire using strong adhesive or screws. For the head, repurpose a recycled plastic bowl, painting eyes and a smiling face before attaching it to the front of the tire with glue or wire. Fill the tire's hollow center with rich soil and colorful flowers or succulents. Place your cheerful turtle planter in a sunny spot and watch it become the garden's favorite whimsical friend. Create stunning DIY butterfly tire art to add vibrant life to your garden with upcycled materials. Begin by carefully cutting and reshaping an old tire into butterfly wing shapes. Wear protective gloves for safety. Smooth any rough edges, then spray paint the tire pieces in bright, eye-catching colors like blues, purples, and yellows. Collect metal scraps or wire to craft delicate antennae and additional wing details, attaching them securely with screws or strong adhesive. Mount the butterfly wings onto a sturdy garden stake or pole, anchoring firmly into the ground. Position your colorful butterfly art where it can catch sunlight and breeze, turning your garden into a whimsical outdoor gallery. Add a burst of color and function to your garden with a DIY painted mailbox seed storage. Start by mounting a sturdy mailbox on a wooden garden post, ensuring it's at a comfortable height for easy access. Clean the mailbox thoroughly, then unleash your creativity by painting it with bright, weather-resistant colors and fun garden-themed designs like flowers, veggies, or watering cans. Once dry, use the mailbox to neatly store seed packets, small gardening tools, gloves, or plant markers, keeping everything organized and protected from the elements. Place it near your garden entrance or potting bench for a cheerful, handy hub that's as decorative as it is practical. Turn a small tabletop mailbox from a thrift store into a quirky mini mailbox succulent planter that adds instant charm to any space. Start by cleaning the mailbox thoroughly and removing any unnecessary parts like flags or locks. Drill a few drainage holes in the bottom to prevent water buildup. Fill the inside with a bit of floral foam or potting soil if using real plants, or simply arrange faux succulents inside for zero maintenance. Get creative by adding tiny garden decorations like miniature signs or pebbles to complete the look. Place your funky planter on a windowsill, desk, or garden shelf for a playful pop of greenery with minimal fuss. Give your garden a portable burst of color with a DIY shabby chic suitcase planter. Start by finding a vintage suitcase with character. Remove the inside lining carefully to create space for planting. Drill a few drainage holes in the bottom to keep soil from getting soggy. Fill the suitcase with rich potting soil, then plant vibrant annuals like petunias, pansies, or marigolds that thrive in containers. Close the suitcase gently, or leave it open for a more whimsical display. Place your portable bloom box on a patio, porch, or balcony, and enjoy the charming mix of vintage style and fresh garden beauty wherever you choose. Craft a magical DIY fairy garden suitcase diorama using a small vintage suitcase as your enchanted stage. Begin by lining the suitcase interior with soft moss to create a lush, green base. Add twigs, tiny pebbles, and miniature thrifted treasures like tiny furniture, ceramic animals, or fairy figurines to build your whimsical scene. Use hot glue to secure delicate pieces and create little pathways or fairy homes inside. Add faux flowers or small plants to bring life and color to the diorama. Place your fairy garden suitcase on a shelf, porch, or garden nook, and watch as this tiny world sparks imagination and wonder wherever it's displayed. Create a rustic, eco-friendly garden labeling system with this DIY denim strip plant tags project. Start by cutting old jeans into narrow strips about 6 inches long and 1 inch wide. Frayed edges add charming texture. Attach each strip securely to the top of a popsicle stick using hot glue or strong tape, leaving enough space to write. Use a chalk marker to neatly write your plant names on the denim strips. The fabric texture gives a lovely vintage vibe. Once dry, stick these durable and reusable tags into your garden soil beside corresponding plants. This simple project turns worn denim into stylish, functional garden markers that blend perfectly with your greenery. Turn worn denim into charming garden storage with a DIY hanging denim pocket seed keeper. Start by collecting several back pockets from old jeans. Cut them out neatly with some fabric around the edges. Sew or glue these pockets onto a sturdy canvas or fabric strip in rows, leaving enough space between them. Add a wooden dowel or sturdy rod at the top, folding the canvas over and securing it to create a hanger, then attach twine or rope for easy wall mounting. Use the pockets to organize seed packets, gardening gloves, or small tools. Hang it near your potting bench or garden shed for adorable, practical storage that's both stylish and eco-friendly. Transform a thrifted birdcage into a stunning hanging birdcage planter that adds vintage charm to your garden or porch. Start by thoroughly cleaning the birdcage, then spray paint it in a vibrant or soft pastel shade. Choose a finish that suits your style. Once dry, line the base with moss or coconut coir to retain moisture, then fill with trailing ivy or a collection of small potted plants like succulents or herbs. Attach sturdy chains or ropes to the top for secure hanging. Suspend your planter from a sturdy hook, pergola, or tree branch, and enjoy the graceful cascade of greenery from this unique, upcycled garden accent. Create a magical DIY fairy lantern birdcage that sparkles day and night. Start with a vintage birdcage, cleaning it thoroughly and spray painting it in soft white or pastel tones if desired. Once dry, carefully wrap solar-powered fairy lights around the inside bars, making sure the solar panel stays accessible outside the cage. Line the bottom with moss to create a lush base, then add tiny fairy houses, miniature mushrooms, or small figurines to build a whimsical scene. Hang your fairy lantern birdcage from a tree branch or porch ceiling, and let the twinkling lights and enchanting decor bring a sprinkle of magic to your garden after dusk. Create a heartfelt tribute with a DIY Grandma's Garden Memory Shadow Box that captures cherished moments and garden nostalgia. Begin by selecting a deep shadow box frame, one that allows room for layering keepsakes. Arrange treasured childhood items like old seed packets, vintage garden gloves, small tools, or pressed flowers inside, using glue or pins to secure them. Incorporate preserved blooms and delicate dried flowers to add softness and color. For a personal touch, add handwritten notes or photos recalling garden stories. Once complete, hang the shadow box near a favorite bench or quiet garden corner, creating a peaceful spot for reflection and honoring garden memories with warmth and love. Craft a heartfelt garden family tree frame by repurposing a sturdy tree branch as the centerpiece. Clean and trim the branch to your desired length, then suspend it horizontally with twine or wire from hooks or a pergola. Gather tiny thrifted photo frames, each holding a cherished family photo, and attach them to the branch using ribbon, string, or small clips. Weave faux vines, ivy, or fairy lights around the branch and frames for a whimsical natural look that glows softly in the evening. Hang your family tree frame in a garden nook or patio to celebrate loved ones surrounded by nature's beauty, creating a warm and personalized outdoor display. Create charming DIY button flower stakes to brighten your garden with a crafty vintage vibe. Start by gathering wooden circles with holes. Thrifted coasters, game pieces, or even thick wood slices work great. Paint them in cheerful colors or patterns, adding details like dots or stripes for extra flair. Once dry, thread sturdy sticks or wooden dowels through the holes to form the flower stems. For leaves, cut shapes from recycled soda cans, carefully sanding edges smooth, then paint or leave metallic for contrast. Attach the leaves to the stems with wire or glue. Stick your button flowers into garden beds or pots for a whimsical, eco-friendly floral display that lasts all season. Brighten your garden with DIY button flower stakes made from thrifted wooden circles like old coasters or game pieces. Start by painting the circles in vibrant colors. Think sunny yellows, bold reds, or soft pastels, and let them dry completely. Each circle should have holes to thread your flower stems through. If not, carefully drill small holes near the edges. Slide sturdy wooden sticks or dowels through these holes to create giant button flowers. For leaves, upcycle soda cans by cutting out leaf shapes, smoothing edges, and painting them green or leaving them shiny for contrast. Attach the leaves to the sticks with wire or strong glue. Plant your whimsical button flowers throughout your garden for a fun, colorful DIY display with a playful, recycled twist. Create a charming DIY sun hat wall garden that adds a burst of color and personality to any fence or trellis. Start by selecting wide-brimmed straw or fabric hats. Vintage or thrifted hats work perfectly. Line each hat with plastic or landscaping fabric to hold soil while allowing drainage. Fill the lined hats with potting soil, then plant trailing flowers like petunias, ivy, or trailing lobelia that spill beautifully over the edges. Attach sturdy hooks or nails to the back of the hats for secure hanging, then mount them on your fence or trellis in a fun, staggered arrangement. Watch as your living wall blooms with whimsy and vibrant garden life, creating a unique vertical flower display with a DIY flair. Create a whimsical DIY derby hat bird nest base perfect for springtime garden decor. Start with a sturdy thrifted derby or bowler hat and reinforce its center with foam or floral foam to provide structure and hold decorations. Arrange faux bird nests, moss and delicate artificial eggs inside the hat, securing them with hot glue or floral wire. Add small twigs or faux flowers around the edges for extra natural charm. Place your decorated hat on a garden table, hang it from a sturdy branch, or mount it on a fence post. This charming bird-themed display brings a playful seasonal touch to your outdoor space, celebrating the beauty of spring's new beginnings. Create a captivating DIY hanging micro-garden using old light bulbs for a miniature botanical display. Begin by carefully cleaning out used light bulbs, removing the filament and interior parts, wearing gloves and eye protection. Fill each bulb with a small layer of moss followed by tiny air plants or succulents, which require minimal soil and water. Attach thin wire or fishing line around the bulb's metal base to create secure hangers. Repurpose an old chandelier or decorative frame as your hanging structure, evenly spacing the bulbs for balance. Hang your micro-garden in a bright spot indoors or under a covered porch, and enjoy these delicate floating gardens that bring a touch of green elegance to any space. Bring enchanting magic to your garden nights with DIY solar light bulb fireflies. Start by carefully cleaning out old light bulbs, removing the filament and interior safely. Insert tiny solar LED lights into the bulb's base, making sure the solar panel is accessible to catch sunlight. Paint the outside of the bulbs with glow-in-the-dark paint in soft yellows or greens for a whimsical firefly effect. Once dry, attach thin wire or fishing line to hang the bulbs from tree branches at varying heights. As dusk falls, your glowing light bulb fireflies will twinkle gently, casting a dreamy, eco-friendly glow that transforms your garden into a fairy tale wonderland. Create an instantly elegant DIY vintage clutch flower wall by repurposing an old purse or clutch as a unique planter. Start by selecting a sturdy wooden frame. Old picture frames or reclaimed would work perfectly. Staple or securely attach the vintage clutch face down onto the frame, ensuring it's firmly fixed. Line the inside of the clutch with moist moss or coconut coir to retain water and soil. Plant trailing vines like ivy, creeping jenny, or string of pearls inside, allowing them to spill gracefully over the edges. Hang your floral art on a garden wall or patio fence to bring nostalgic charm and lush greenery together in a striking one-of-a-kind display. Create a charming DIY his and hers suit purse garden display using thrifted handbags for a playful planter duo. Choose 2 purses, a larger his bag and a smaller hers style. Clean and prepare them by adding plastic liners or pots inside for water protection. Fill each with lush ferns, vibrant flowers, or a mix of greenery that suits your garden's vibe. Place them side by side on a patio table, shelf, or garden bench to create a quirky yet elegant paired display. These repurposed purses bring personality and a vintage flair to your outdoor space, celebrating style and nature in perfect harmony. Transform a thrifted globe into a captivating painted garden globe spinner that dances with the breeze. Start by carefully splitting the globe into 2 halves, sanding the edges smooth. Paint a whimsical garden scene. Think colorful flowers, buzzing bees, and fluttering butterflies, using outdoor acrylic paints for durability. Once dry, attach each half securely onto a sturdy garden post or spindle that allows the halves to spin freely. Mount the post firmly into the ground where gentle winds can catch the spinner, creating a mesmerizing, rotating display. This playful DIY piece adds movement and color, bringing life and charm to any garden corner. Create a magical butterfly globe garden light by upcycling a thrifted globe into a glowing centerpiece. Start by carefully hollowing out the globe and removing the inner map layers if needed. Fill the inside with tiny solar-powered fairy lights, ensuring the solar panel is accessible for charging. Craft delicate paper butterflies in various sizes and colors. Use translucent paper or paint with glow-in-the-dark accents, and attach them inside the globe, either hanging from thin wires or glued to the surface. When dusk falls, the solar lights illuminate the globe from within, making your butterflies glow softly like they're fluttering in a luminous garden bubble. Hang or place the globe where it catches evening eyes, enchanting your outdoor space with a dreamy, eco-friendly glow. And that's a wrap on today's DIY garden adventure. I hope you're feeling inspired to look at your old stuff with fresh eyes, because with a little creativity, even a tired tire or forgotten hat can become a show-stopping piece of garden art. If you tried any of these projects, I'd love to see them. Tag me on social or drop a pic in the comments below. Let me know which idea was your favorite, or if you've got a unique, upcycled garden creation of your own, I might just feature it in a future video. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow plant lovers, and don't forget to subscribe for more DIYs that bring new life to old things. Thanks for spending time with me today. Until next time, keep growing, keep crafting, and keep creating beauty right where you are.
las adoro.